Hey guys, you're here with Quicksand Rigs, and today we're going to be doing a quick guide on what to expect from certain dungeon boss mechanics. So without further ado, let's sink in to Halatali. The first boss you'll come across is called Firemane. Firemane himself will only do minimal damage with his ranged fire attack, but once he reaches 80% health, he will spawn these wisps coming out of one of the nearby gates. He will do this again at 60% health, spawning 2 waves, and 40% health, spawning 3 waves. These wisps will gravitate towards the fire in the center of the room, and upon arrival, they will deal moderate damage to the entire party. Each line of wisps will be followed by a single larger wisp that will deal 3 times the amount of damage to the party if it reaches the fire. Now, if your healer is up to the task, this damage can be healed through, and you can just focus all damage upon Firemane himself. A fairly simple method, however, to deal with this is to have your tank pull Firemane into one of the line of wisps and simply AoE them down before reaching the fire. This will eliminate half or 1/3 of the damage depending on what stage you are at in the fight. You can at this point have one of your DPS focus on the other line of wisps. However, once Firemane dies, they all dissipate. Therefore, it might be more effective if you have the proper DPS to simply kill Firemane himself. The next boss in the dungeon is called the Thunderclap Guivre. This boss's mechanic is fairly simple. At 80 and 40% health, he will electrify the water you are standing in. Your melee classes simply need to move out of the water as the lightning sprites work their way to your group. Avoid any AoEs he might fire at you, and burn the lightning sprites down. As soon as you have killed 2 waves of lightning sprites, he will become vulnerable again. I recommend the entire group stand at the bottom of the ramp for this phase. If you are a ranged class and choose to stand higher up on the ramp, not only will you annoy your tank, but you will spread out the lightning sprites, making them take longer to kill. The final boss you'll approach is Tangata. He will become invulnerable at 90 and 70% health, bringing back the same mechanic Firemane did with the wisps. However, this time he will spawn in a larger fire sprite as well. Your tank should pull off and taunt this fire sprite, while your DPS can split off and destroy each line of wisps to prevent any damage. Tangata will become vulnerable again once you have killed 3 fire sprites, however. So if you maintain a high amount of DPS, your entire group can kill the fire sprites and ignore wisps so that you can kill Tangata faster. He will repeat the wisp mechanic at 50% and 30% health. However, he will not become invulnerable, and there will be no fire sprite during these phases. If you keep Tangata near the wisp spawn points, your group may experience unneeded damage. Make sure to have your tank pull him to the far side of the room as you finish the last portion of the fight. Well, there you go, a very quick guide to one of Final Fantasy's earliest dungeons. The mechanics will get a lot more challenging as we work our way through the higher dungeons in the game. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.